Hey guys, we're back with the house in Fata Morgana. I said it was going to take a couple days, but no, I'm back like an hour later. So, I just went and got all the dead ends, because there's an achievement for it. And, both the ones I missed were, if you go to the cellar first or go to the den first. I didn't feel like reading through them all. But, if you go down to the cellar, you get a cute little scene that's like a flashback to Giselle and Michelle shaking hands instead of hand holding. That was cool. And the other one, Jacopo kills Michelle, and then Giselle's like, yo, hatred is cool. She joins the club with Morgana. Just thought I'd narrate that since right. No. This could be the last Fata Morgana, since I'll probably wrap up the Backstage this time, and then I think that's it. There's Requiem for Innocence, of course, but that's a whole other matter. Let's go see the swordsman. You want to see him? Well, whatever you'd like. Michelle, you go first. So I can be your meat shield again? Yep. We came to pay you a visit, you psychopathic monster. Is that what I am? A psychopath? Nothing else? You're most certainly the character in this game that poses the most danger to others. That's fair. Most of the dead ends were on me as well. You're then to learn to show some regard for human life. I just lose control of myself. There's nothing I can do about it. This is murder we're talking about here. Do something about it. Of all the characters in the game, he's the most dramatically two-faced. The illustrations in the second chapter were honestly quite shocking. I felt terrible for Pauline. So, what brings you two here? It's a behind-the-scenes extra, so we're here to discuss you as a character. The staff even provided us with notes. I see. Do not think the setting's worth talking about at all, then. You want to talk about the setting? You, the Japanese guy who barged in out of nowhere in what was supposed to be a gothic suspense/horror game? Out of curiosity, were you also Japanese in the final chapter? I couldn't tell you. I don't have most of my memories. What does the staff have to say about that? From somewhere in Asia. That's incredibly vague. That said, there's apparently a reason for the ambiguity. The main theme of your story is boundaries, it says. Oh wow, I was expecting madness or brutality or beasts or multiple personalities. Boundaries. I don't actually have multiple personalities. It's just an act. It's nothing to gloat about, my dear. Anyway, it says here you're a character that straddles a number of different boundaries. Sanity and madness, humanity and barbarity. Also, faithfulness and infidelity. I committed no infidelity. I never slept with a white-haired girl. Only because all you need in a relationship is peace and a tether. You have a point. You can see to that point rather easily. Once you cross one of those boundaries, you quickly lose control of yourself. You really are a strange man, you know that? You weren't quite so bad in the final chapter, but in the second, it's almost unbelievable how downright maniacal you got. I expect my curse had some influence there, though. On that note, it also says here that the writer thought Chapter 2 seemed unusually long, until they realized it was no small part thanks to Yukimasa's cackling. At least you're having fun. For everyone, I'm probably most worried about how you turned out after the ending. I swore I would resist the temptations. Now that stopped you from laughing like the man as you strangle puppies and smash kitten skulls. God, I wish I could be human. Sounds like some twisted version of Pinocchio. Once the reveal finally happened, it was almost hilarious how vapid the merchant's character became. Like when you told Pauline, perhaps my adoration had grown so strong it had turned you into a transcendent beauty like Cleopatra herself. Women like to hear such things about themselves. You're terrible. Then you went and killed one of your crewmates out at sea and told Pauline, no, there's no trouble, when he got back. As black-hearted as they come. You don't have to tell me, I'm aware. That's an odd point to get snippy over. You had no concern on whether he's good or a bad man, only whether he's a man or a beast. Again, I'm aware. I think I never run into him outside the extras. Next to the rest of the cast, it's oddly refreshing how forward you are about your atrociousness, despite being so much worse than any of them. It almost makes me think you're so hopeless it's not even worth bothering. That doesn't mean I'll forgive you, of course. Let's give Pauline a good life, please. It's not exactly reassuring. I'll do what I can. You know, for all you smiling on Pauline, you're about as stone-faced as Michelle on everyone else. In fact, I'd say Michelle had you beat in the final chapter. We all know his smile is fake, though. Indeed. It's only ever been for Pauline. No one else. Both in the second chapter and the final chapter. Maybe we should rename you the Masked Man. That makes him sound like a superhero. You do your best, my dear, and try to blend into society. Now, I think we've spent more than enough time with this beast, so let's be off, shall we? You're leaving? Goodbye, Angel, and goodbye, Witch. How many times do I have to tell you, I'm not an angel. For what it's worth, not a witch any longer either. So I'm the only non-human left in the cast, huh? How unfortunate. Someone really needs to do something about him. There's nothing anyone can do but leave him be. Very well, Yukimasa. Till your souls cross paths once more, in the boundless spear of fate. Very well. Oh, this is a tough one. Oh, you want to go see him, do you? Look, I don't have a lot of choice. Well, that's what you want. I suppose I can take you. I love this song! Why, hello there. How's your fragile male ego holding up? I'm genuinely glad to see you. However, I must ask, why did you bring him along with you? Why did you never come to see me alone? About as well as always, I see. Meaning only the best. In fact, there's a great deal I still need to tell. You wonder why I don't want to see you? Yeah, pathetic, real quick after the final chapter ended, huh? Dang it. What do you even see in that man? He's just a filthy Frenchman with disgustingly long hair. There's one thing, but I can't change where I was born. A single dang good thing has ever come out of France. Some say French is one of the 3 great cuisines of the world, but anyone with a functional tongue knows Italian is vastly superior. They call themselves part of the civilized world, when in reality they're just a bunch of stuck-up snobs. Simpletons love to fawn over... How do you say that? I'm not gonna try. Or that one. But I tell you, the wine my country produces is far higher quality. Stunned to silence in the face of the immutable truth, are you? Hope you get lost in the... How do you say that? Louvre? I know how it's pronounced, I just forget! The Louvre? And starve to death, you bigoted prick. Oh, look at that! You hurt his feelings, Michelle. Swear, he's definitely in the running for the most obnoxious character in the game. So, what brings you two here? We're here to discuss your character as part of the behind-the-scenes extra. Although I do think fragile masculinity does a wonderful job describing you. You like to make a big show of things, but the reality is, you simply swallowed your pride for 2 seconds and said what you really felt, told the truth. Almost all of this could have been avoided. It's nigh unbearable watching you flounder around like a buffoon. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. I think you probably chided him enough, Morgana. He was kind of caught between a rock and a... Shut your mouth, Frenchman. I don't need you to defend me. All I want from you to know is why you're with Morgana. You do realize he's a rosy and romantic, don't you, Morgana? You're some swooning over some silly spring snow for God knows how many lines. And tell me that whole exchange wasn't gag-inducing? Seriously, why him? Really are insufferable. Seeing a man so overcome with jealousy is just sad. God dang it! You just don't get it. I won't deny Michelle's a bit of a romantic, but he's also probably wouldn't lock someone in a tower and throw away any chance he might have at redemption. So I'd say it's preferable to any of you. Is preferable really the best I can manage? Furthermore, I do not have feelings of that variety for him. Michelle and I were GODs. We're what now? We are those who have been graced by overflowing divinity. We share a special connection, one you can never hope to have. We're like going overboard on Jolly. Okay, well, I've had my fun. Let's make our way to another room, shall we? Wait, oh no! What happened to discussing my character? The cue card I was given for you is blank. What? It couldn't be. I'm joking, yes. Kind of a meanie head, you know. Got him. It's just what you're one to talk. It says here that fundamentally, Jacopo's pure of heart. Huh. Though he acts proud and egotistical, he actually feels a great deal of debt and responsibility to those who allowed him to reach his position of power. He genuinely means well, but there's a great difficulty actually communicating his feelings. You have no right to get on my case about communication problems, Frenchman. Yours are on a very, very different level. So there's something I began to notice. Huh? Your character's a little too similar to mine. In what way? You and I are both pure-hearted types, and we're born into less than ideal circumstances. But that's not where I take the real issue. Start, we talk too much alike. You try to act a little more polite than others, but on your own, your voice is uncomfortably similar to mine. When I showed up before you in the game, you know what that means, don't you? You're the copycat. Didn't Michelle show up in the mirror scene? Which was before door 3? Can't deal with this right now. Besides, I first appeared at the end of chapter 2 before you were introduced. Said so. Ha! My logic is infallible. Your voice, en natural, is actually more childish than you present yourself. Or did you think I somehow wasn't aware of that fact? You just had to bring that up, didn't you? Just dropping the tough guy act. It's not actually attractive at all. Well, if you insist, I suppose I could. Let's go. Wait! You didn't even get a sentence in and you're leaving? Mayor Souls never cross paths again. In the boundless sphere of fate! I'm glad I saved that for last. It's comedy, it works in threes. Now let them, dang it! That covers the 3 perpetrators. Next, why don't we pay a visit to those who are close to them? About that, something I've been wondering. What might that be? They weren't directly involved in anything that happened to you, yet they still seem to have been made guilty by association. That's true. None of them did anything to me specifically. I have no intention of apologizing, though. Morgana apologizing. Now there's a scene I can't imagine for the life of me. Hold on. Give me... Okay. That said, I'll try and go easier on them. Though I doubt I could come up with much to berate them for. I would appreciate that. I'll just be off then. No hobby? This is a hobby, anti-hobby game. I'll be back in a minute. I'll stop the recording. Be right back. Sorry about that. We're back. Let's go see Nelly first. Hobby better just show up at the end and be like, hey, what happened to me? So you want to see that rambunctious little girl, do you? Well, that's your choice to make. Like, you don't give me a non-option. Like, I just waited there for like 3 minutes and nothing happened. Oh, this is their door 1. Her door 1 room. Oh, it's the same as my second brother. Ever come to play? I have all sorts of card games to choose from. If you're like, I'll even make you some tea. Go on, pick a game. Let's play something. No, we're not here to play. Morgana seems rather uncomfortable. What? You're not? Psh, ha. What brings you here then? We're paying all the major characters in the game a visit for a behind-the-scenes extra. What? Hobby isn't a major character enough for you? You're next on the list. Oh? Does that mean you're going to talk about me or something? That it does. Surely everyone already knows everything they need to know about me. I'm the most adorable princess in all the land. I'd like to know how your head works when you could say things like that about yourself without even blinking. You're pretty yourself, you know. Now that your face is better. She just can't seem to take control of the conversation. I'll say, rather surprises me to hear you say that. Oh my. You're rather brutal to the white-haired girl in chapter 1. So I assume that's how you were with all women. I only had a problem with her because she hooked up with my dearest Mel. Anyone who tries to get close to my Mel must be exterminated. Poor white-haired girl didn't stand a chance. You're not interested in my Mel like that, are you, Sentis? The only thing I'm interested in doing to your brother is cursing him for all eternity. No, don't curse Mel. I don't care about the Lord or his bodyguard, but leave Mel out of it. I have to wonder, what exactly do you see in that spineless runt? He's handsome and kind, just like a prince. How superficial. Those are your only criteria? This white-haired giant would qualify too, wouldn't he? What? No, he couldn't be my prince. Michelle would never give me a rose necklace or tell me how adorable I am or smile at me. What kind of prince is that? Mostly because I'd be trying to avoid earning your excessive affection. Not sure how I feel about being berated for not making the same mistake as Mel. So, let's move on to Nellie's profile then. Though, well, as you can see, character largely boils down to excessively adores her older brother. You need to take those rose-tinted goggles off, girlie. Hey, I do not. Make it sound like my adoration is a bad thing. She's a self-centered young girl, generally overflowing with energy, but also struggling with her status as a noble. The final chapter is perhaps a better representation of what that was like for her. However, Hal, while she appears to be quite blessed in many ways, it's not actually the case. I wonder if you seemed less obnoxious in the final chapter than the first because you're sickly and been forced into poverty. The last thing I care about is stuffy parties. Can't stand dancing with boys I don't even like. All that hand-kissing stuff is so stupid it makes my head hurt. Crap, I can kind of sympathize with her on that. It's not all terrible, though. Probably would have been a bit less snippy in the first chapter if I didn't have to deal with that jerkwad Arthur. Is that his name? What kind of person would you have preferred then? My Mel! Why did I even ask? Although if it's just for a dance partner, I could settle for Michelle. Let's dance right here, right now. Tend to your princess like a proper prince should. I don't even know how to dance. Give it a try. Sure it'll be loads of fun. For you, maybe. Are you saying you won't dance with me? You're a terrible brother. Jerk. But it's not you. I won't dance with anyone. Not only do I not know how, I have little interest. You're no fun. You're no fun at all. Does there refuse to be your plaything? If you won't dance with me, then we'll have to do something else. I already know your singing is bad enough to make someone go deaf, Michelle. So maybe the saint could sing for us instead. You want me to sing? Sure, it'll be great. You have a beautiful voice. I actually wouldn't mind hearing that. And then I think she'll do it. Okay then, as you wish. What? You're actually going to sing? Would you rather I didn't? I didn't say that. I didn't expect you would. Yay, I'm so excited! You sit down here next to me, Michelle. We'll listen together. It's gonna be one of those. Yep. Morgana, you brainwashed Nellie. That shouldn't have happened. That's just a regular hymn. That's how you say it, right? Hymn? You underestimate how much of an effect your voice has on people. Oh, right. Then maybe you should have stopped me. I underestimated it too. Really kind of spacing myself. Nellie. Hey, Nellie. Come back to us, Nellie. Doesn't seem to be working. She'll be a zombie for a few more hours at least. Dang. Let's move on, shall we? You're just gonna leave her like this? Expect us to keep our guest here waiting, watching her doing nothing? She'll be fine. Okay. Take care, Nellie. Okay, Pauline. You want to see her, do you? Well, she's harmless, so why not? Let's be off, then. Maybe Javi will show up! It's the beach! Oh, hello there. It's nice to see the two of you. What are we doing out here? I was thinking about the ocean. The next thing I knew, here I was. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be a good extra without something inexplicable happening. That's so bright. Since we're here, what do you say we grab a boat and go out on the water? They gotta shovel up and die out there. Can we at least stay on land, please? That's too bad, but I understand. Your health is more important, Michelle. We can talk here. You can ask me anything. Girl advice, guy advice, something more personal. I'm not here for advice. Can we have a behind-the-scenes look at your character? Behind the scenes? Like with insider information? Something like that. My character's not at all complicated, though. At least I don't think so. It says on your cue card that she has a tendency to put blind faith in people. Yeah, I realized that in the final chapter. After Maria, I got on my case about it. It is true you tend to have your head in the clouds and are exceptionally loose with your trust, but that ultimately wouldn't have been an issue if that psychopathic monster, were anything resembling sane. Hey! Don't talk about Yukimasa like that. He's a good guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. How can you still say that after what he did to you? What happened to you in Chapter 2 was terrible. Both then and in the final chapter, you were completely innocent. A victim of your taste in men. What do you even see in that thing? Originally, I thought I liked him because he was a hard-working, honest man. But now I know the truth. I think it was more of a case of I felt like I had to do something for him. What you should do is stay far, far away from him. I think subconsciously, he picked up on his precariousness. I wanted to be there for him. Like I said, a victim of your taste in men. I guess. That said, I think you're one of the few people who can keep him on a leash. So the world would probably be a better place with you keeping a watchful eye on him. Maybe we'll actually put a leash on him. Like a little doggy collar. I'm just kidding. I'll never do that. I probably shouldn't say I thought it was a good idea. No, Michelle. There's another on the cue card I haven't read yet. You haven't read yet. Or you're planning on skipping that one. Not sure I should. It's on the card. Second largest? You should read it. Huh? Alright, so just for the record, I'm only saying this because it's on the card. Okay? Yeah, called it! I'm a genius. Am I allowed to take him to court for that? I told you! That's what was on the card! Could have at least been a little straight about it. A little less straight. You seem to be pretty dense when it comes to things like that, though. I was exiled before I had the chance to learn how to properly interact like an adult. Don't think I didn't see you awkwardly sneaking glances at her as you read the card. Makes me wonder if what it said on your card is true, or if you actually prefer big boobs. I was not. It doesn't matter what my preferences are. I don't think I have any choice but to take this to court. Faith is literally your character, so why won't you put it in me? I saw that. That's something else I appreciated about Yukimasa. He never gave girls inappropriate looks. Probably because his targeting system was calibrated differently. Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about him. I know he's a good guy, and that's all that matters. It's almost terrifying how she can trust him so much. Giselle can also be deeply trusting, but that she's able to acknowledge what kind of person she's placing that trust in. But Pauline, she's definitely blind. You look like you have something on your mind, Michelle. No, it's nothing. Pauline, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Oh? Are you a virgin? What? What? As a nun in the service of the Lord, you're required to maintain your chastity? Furthermore, you're also known as the Saintess. Never heard someone say that out loud, I think. So to break that vow would be an utmost act of sacrilege. Absolutely. Of course I am. She's not. Oh, good. Words cannot describe how awkward this is. I think it's time we headed off. Have a good day, and may God bless. Please refrain from invoking my father's name like that! It's disrespectful, coming from a woman who yearns after worldly pleasure. Sorry. Yikes. Very well. And Maria. So you wish to see her, do you? I'm very comfortable around here, but as you wish. Oh, really? This will be the only time we see Morgana and Maria interact. Well, if it isn't Morgana, it's been forever. Well, I guess they probably will in Requiem for Innocence. Which, to my understanding, it's like a, the flashbacks of Morgana's past, but like told, not flashback. It's been some time, yes. You're not gonna find me down there, Morgana. Come on, show me that pretty little face of yours. I don't need to hide it. Do you not bear a grudge against me? Huh? Why would I? Of everyone, you deserved at least to fall under my curse. You happen to have known the Lord, and that was all. And you even took care of me at the brothel. Is that some legitimate regret I'm sensing? And water under the bridge. No one holding it over you. If anything, that sick of stuff Jacopo's to blame. Meanwhile, no one has any sympathy for him. Besides, they did kind of break you over pretty hard in the third chapter. That wasn't me. Not exactly, but she's supposed to be a part of you, wasn't she? At least at first, I wasn't planning to cause the madam as much grief as I did. Once I got started, it spiraled out of control, you know? Maria's kind of a terrifying woman. But I ultimately tripped up at the end. Should have aimed for where the guy's weakest. His poor, fragile masculinity. Or the head. Either works. See, that's my problem. I don't really think before I act. Just kind of run with my instinct. I'm betting the third chapter only went as well as it did because I had your curse helping me out. Most likely. But you know what's a real work of art? My profile on the website says I'm your only ally. When in reality, I'm our greatest foe. I don't think that's something to be proud of. I assume, like, advertisement-wise. Like, Manga Gamer probably... Hold on, if I go to the Manga Gamer site, they list characters. Maria's... For the sake of that joke, Maria's is going to be on there. I believe in them. Fata Morgana. I don't recommend for Innocence the, well, not the hard copy. I don't know if it'll download there. No, I'm not playing videos, right? Yeah, okay. Maria. A maid who works in the mansion, 24 years old. She's affable and frank, cheerful and lackadaisical. She never slacks on the job. Maria's the only one in the mansion willing to get involved with Jacopo's neglected, mistreated wife, with whom she's begun to form a friendship. She's also the only person who doesn't seem to fear Jacopo, but no one knows why. It doesn't go as hard as it should have. Anyway. The sight to behold indeed. You even look like a completely different person. I'm a girl with many faces. I have to say, I prefer you like this. Crass but not too vulgar, and with everything out in the open. Literally. I'm totally with you there, girl. Playing so many girls is hard frickin' work. I imagine. Anyway. Yeah, Morgana saying that, you know, white-haired girl. Anyway, you're not here just to shoot the stuff, are you? Ah yes, we came to discuss your character for the behind-the-scenes extra. Go on, Michelle. Quit staring off into space when you read the card. I was going to read the card, but what is it? Is it kind of mind-blowing revelation? Well, you don't have to wait for me. I'm all ears. It's blank. It's what? I'm not kidding. It's completely blank. Hey, what the heck? Your butt's out here, staff, and explain yourselves. Was mine the only one with nothing on it? No themes, no profiles, no nothing? Suppose it means you're exactly what you appear to be. In a way, that can be considered better than everyone else, with their secrets and ambiguous motivations. Still a pretty bad thing to do. Just give me a theme or something. We can come up with one if you want. Need some time to think about it. Better make it a good one. Let's see. Lewd? I mean, that works for door A, but not door 3. Really? I mean, she did offer to sock on her fingers, if I remember correctly. How about sisterhood? Man, seriously? It's not what I expected at all. It's the first thing that came to mind. Huh, that ain't half bad. Figured you'd go with something a little more pointed, like betrayal or sluttiness. How about self-deprecation? No, that's Michelle. So you think of me like a sister, do you, Morgana? I'm cool with that. Chin up, girl. I'm not down there. Is she? Blushing? Morgana? Out of curiosity, would you consider Giselle to be like a sister too? She's more like a pet. Oh, I see. Anyway, I'm glad to see you're doing well. We're chugging along at least. I just think anyone's doing well when we're all dead, huh? She sounds way too jolly about that. No, this is just an extra, but I'm still glad we had a chance to talk. Morgana? Me too. Looks like you have grown a bit. The Morgana I knew would have never admitted that. We should get going. Oh? Well, here's hoping we'll meet again. Later, Morgana. Someday, perhaps. That's the last of that group. Only a few more to go. You mean that wasn't everyone? What, white-haired girls and Javi? Unless you want that to be everyone. Oh, right. Wait, I seeing my brothers. Oh! Off we go, then. Oh, hey, let's go see Amy! As you wish. Let's go see what Amy... Wait, slow down. How could she possibly be here? Never summoned her, and she had no reason to find her way here like my brothers. It's an extra. I can do whatever I want. Hold on. She doesn't have a sprite. Yeah! I said that before it happened. That wasn't like lag. That won't be a problem. All we have to do is switch to portrait mode. Switch to portrait mode? Nice sound effect. This can't be happening! Michelle, your face. You're not looking very protagonist-y. Why, hello there, Michelle. It's been quite some time. See, you found enough guts to show your face around me again. Now, no need to glare. I was your first love, wasn't I? That was just hormones. Never had any romantic feelings for you. Right. You only lusted after me. There's something I've always wanted to tell you. Oh? What might that be? Your smile. Huh? Your smile is goddamn terrifying! And off he goes. Take back what I said about him finding his guts. Give him a moment, I'll bring him back. No, that was shameful, Michelle. Thought you were a man. Morgana? Make this quick, please. She did quite a bit of damage to him, huh? Okay, so according to the cue cards, to rank the characters in Fata Morgana by how evil they are, the biggest 3 baddest women in the game would be Amy, Maria, and Morgana. Wait a second, why is my name on this list? Oh, I will not accept that. Maria wasn't that bad in my time either. Please, just keep reading. Fine, you're in quite the hurry. Amy, though, she's pure evil. That's not very nice. Maria and I had our reasons for what she did, but she just tortured people for the joy of it. Oh no, I'd never dream of doing such a thing. She's the masked woman to go along with our masked man. They'd probably make a fine pair. So I doubt 2 of their type would be able to get along very well at all. And unlike him, she likes to take her time, drawn out as long as possible. And much like what you said before you ran off, Michelle, it says here that Amy smiles a lot. It's generally a fake smile. Oh no, all my smiles are entirely genuine. See? You can't fake not faking it. It doesn't work that way. Oh, you. I could see you turning out to be the puppet master of the Bollinger family. You had your claws in them pretty deep, didn't you? Is that important? You dang monster! Listen carefully, Michelle. You were burned at the stake. I lived a life of luxury. I don't need to tell you whose methods are superior, do I? That only applies for my life. I'm more happy now. Is that so? Well, I suppose congratulations are in order. Let's get out of here, Morgana. Very well, Michelle. We'll probably never see each other again. Good. So if Javi doesn't make it, but Amy does. Ah, that's exhausting. Georges. Alright, then off we go. Is it gonna be painting, man? Yep. Oh, hey there, Michelle. Morgana. How's it hanging? Hold on. Why are you still painting? I don't know. Just kinda feels right. More my image? Your theory does probably associate me with this more than my human form too? Maybe, but still. Oh, not the end of the world, little girl. Being a painting's actually quite nice. Bummer not being able to move around. But that aside, there's plenty to watch. Huh. Never made that connection. You were here for all the first 3 chapters, weren't you? Sure was. You have no idea how bamboozled I was when the white-haired girl first showed up. I was like my painting had come to life. Did you not think she was me? Why would I? You're nothing alike. You might have looked a little like that as a kid. But you're definitely not that docile. So does that mean I'm the only one who thought she was him? Probably. Huh. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Georges. You're my brother. I wouldn't confuse you for anyone. You're trying to make yourself sound like a good brother. You're gonna have to try harder than that. You and the knight still exiled him to this mansion and cut off all communication. Morgana, I've already said I don't hold that against them anymore. She's got a point, though. I was so busy with my work, it just kind of slipped my mind. Really, I'm sorry about that. So much for family. But enough of that. Cue cards, Michelle. Greatest profile for our guests. I'm not exactly comfortable saying this to my brother's face. Oh, what was to say? Some really dark secret? I wouldn't call it that, no. Fine, I'll read it if you don't want to. Let's see here. Really? think, I guess he is. Trying to think of someone, but yeah, I guess he is. Harsh, man, harsh. I don't think you're supposed to find that funny, Georges. Can agree with that assessment. Either his head is empty or he needs to learn to use it a little more. Come to see I've done my tons of thinking since becoming a painting. Feel really bad about a whole bunch of crap. It's not really my style though, so it never lasted very long. I'm sure that easy for me. You know, one of the three Bollinger brothers, I do kind of stick out. With all my love, you and Dee are both more the stuck-up-the-bum type. So maybe I am illegitimate. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if that turned out to be the case. Out of curiosity, what do all the different Bollingers look like? Dee and Mom had blonde hair. They did. Dad had darkish brown, I had jet black, and Michelle, well, you know how he looks like. Can't possibly be legitimate. I'll keep praying that ain't the case. Anyway, this conversation is going nowhere, so we should head out. What? Already? Take me with you at least. Hold on, I'll get you down from there. No, you're not bringing him. All he does is make noise. Oh, I tried. Oh well, that's too bad. Take care anyway, Michelle. You too. On Georges? What's up? I'm praying your soul wasn't extinguished. Yeah, me too. Thanks, little bro. At least the game acknowledged it. Okay, see you again. Later, Michelle. Go see Didier. Alright, well if you want to see him, we'll have to head down to the entrance. It just gets the CG. Ah, Michelle. I beg you, punish me for my sins. Hold on. Okay. Huh? Hold on, wait, what? I released you from your regrets at the end of the game. So why have you reverted to how we found you? Why not? This is an extra. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Hold on. Hold on. There. Canon or not, nothing can erase my crimes. Please, Didier, don't. Just make it uncomfortable for me to be here. I see. Well, if you insist, I guess they're just gonna leave the graphic up. I will say, rather fond of that armor. Like the thing acknowledged it. I'd like to wear some, if just once. You're welcome to try it on if you like. Now you can read my mind? No, but I can read your face. Why not? I think I'll pass. Armor wouldn't suit me. Really wouldn't fit me either. Are you certain? I don't have nearly enough muscle to look the part. Maybe I should start working out. Oh yes, Knight, I have something I wanted to ask you. Oh? What might that be? You don't remember killing Georges at the end of the game, do you? Morgana! Is this really the time? Your list of sins grows longer, Knight. I not only murdered Michelle, but Georges as well? I must be punished! Hang me upon the cross! I'm unworthy to call myself a knight. And he's gone. Once again, racked by guilt. You weren't kidding when you said this extra didn't respect the tone of the game, were you? Our brothers are not your playthings. This was supposed to be a happy reunion. You're gonna drive yourself mad if you're fed over every little thing wrong with this extra. Now we should get going. What now? Javi, right? Maybe the white-haired girl? That's the last— What?! Amy?! Even Georges and Didier are more important than Javi? That's the last of them. Suppose it's about time to draw this to an end. What? Haven't we missed one very important character? Who would that be? The white-haired girl. Javi! She's no longer in this world. Her soul's been erased. But this, so you can do whatever you wanted because this is an extra. Within reason. Can I bring back that which no longer exists? She lives on within your memory. She wouldn't ask for anything more. That doesn't make it any less sad. Giselle's waiting. We should head back. Did they completely forget about Javi? Oh, hello. Oh, it's the maid. Welcome back, Michelle. Morgana. Oh, it's playing this song. Giselle? What are you wearing? This felt more appropriate to say very well in. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Anything goes here. Except when it doesn't. Alright, everyone. Squeeze in for one last illustration. Don't forget to smile for our readers. Oh, hey! CG! Morgana's really cute at this. Thank you very much for reading all the way to the end of our extra. And likewise, thank you very much for reading to the end of the game. If our stories had any sort of impact on you, we couldn't ask for anything more. And hopefully, they don't just remember them as comically tragic. It did have a happy end, though. I'm not convinced you could call that an entirely happy end myself. There's at least one person who's not coming back. Do we even know if you got the body you wanted? Whether you did or not, we're together. We have a future. We'll make it work. If you say so. We hope you enjoyed playing The House in Fata Morgana. The staff and localization team poured their hearts and souls into this game. Every satisfied reader validates that effort. It took a lot of time to get to this point. The very first draft of the script was completed in 2009. When did this game come out? 2012? 4 years until the initial release, then another 3 to come out in English? That's a bit excessive if you ask me. Well, hopefully that effort resulted in something worthy of all the time it took. Hopefully, whatever they make next doesn't take quite so long. Anyway, the team's next game has already been released. Wait, has it? Why was I not informed of this? We're keeping it as a surprise. This is my domain. I do not appreciate surprises. And don't throw a fit, my dear. It's my phrase, thank you very much. And on that note, we have an exciting announcement. The House in Fata Morgana 2! Follow up to... Wait, hold on. BN database Fata Morgana? I forget how to... Like, Novico? Like, what's their name? Novitico. What it? Fata Morgana? What's this? It's... Mujo no Erasmus? The two-faced stories? Western style mansion! And it looks gothic too. There's no screenshots other than the Oyabake? That's Giselle and Michelle in chibi style. 20 minutes long self-parody of the first chapter of Fata Morgana. 7th coat? They have a lot more games than I thought. Thought it was only Fata Morgana. What? 7th same series as Fata Morgana? What? Trapped in virtual reality? Tsundere Hero? That's a long name I'm not going to try to pronounce. And what? It's in A Requiem for Innocence, apparently. Okay. Then, Bari no Tsubaki no Fata Morgana, which I see Fata Morgana characters. I don't know what that is. Fata Morgana, Oyabake 2, that's chibi style thing, I think. Fata Morgana, another episode? I assume that's a Requiem for, yeah. Okay. And then, their mate, Narukama Engine. They're working on that. Okay. Oh, and it's published by Sakai Project. It's coming out! Sweet! I look forward to that. Anyway, the follow-up to that, The House in Fata Morgana, A Requiem for Innocence, will be coming out in English in 2016. It just came out in May 2018. Releasing both games in the same year? We're sure the localization team can handle that, considering how long this one took. They don't have much of a choice at this point. The announcement's been made. There's no taking it back now. Well, they have lots of caffeine then. I have faith in them. It makes both of us. Let's say 2. Or 1.5 maybe. Well, I suppose we'll find out soon enough. Unless you're reading this and it's already out. That would make us look very silly. Anyway, enough diversions. Thank you very much for sticking with us to the end. We're hoping to see you again relatively soon. Bye! I hope you liked the game enough to pick up A Requiem for Innocence. Farewell, my dear. It's over. Yeah, that's the Backstage, the chibi stuff. I assume that's what I was talking about. The, Hoyaka, whatever. Hoyakabake? Something like that. Here's the musical. How many songs are there? 65. What a lot. So, that's Fata Morgana. I'll be back next time for a follow-up video to just discuss all my thoughts in the game. I think I have enough to cover at least, like, 20 minutes at least, probably. But, as far as gameplay, story goes, that's the end of it. That was honestly an amazing experience. I'm going to leave my thoughts for it for next time, but I loved it. it wasn't Umineko tier, but it was honestly something. Like, I didn't like it as much as Umineko, but I think it's as good as Umineko. If that's how I sound crazy. But don't get me wrong, I loved it. But Umineko's special. This is special too, but not as special. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. This has been the House in Fata Morgana. And I'll be back for a Requiem for Innocence. I'm not going to start it immediately. I'm going to give it some time. Mainly because I don't have a lot of money in my Steam wallet. I have 88 cents. And I don't have too much money. So maybe I'll wait for it to go on sale. Or maybe I just use what money I do have saved to buy it. I don't know. But I'll probably wait until my backlog in Fata Morgana, which right now, like, only, like, what, episode 16 came out today. So I'm way far behind. I'll try to wait until, like, it gets to the 50s at least to start it. If I can wait that long. So I'll see you guys next time. Oh, with a Requiem for Innocence, right. And, I'm not really hyped for the game, honestly. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna love it. But from what I know about it, it's about Morgana's, like, past, which was probably the least interesting part of this game. I'm sure they're gonna manage to make it brilliant. But I'm just not hyped for it, basically. Which, given I'm going to wait to play it a bit, is probably not the worst thing to happen. Anyway, enough rambling. Thanks everyone for watching. This has been the House of Fata Morgana. And this has been HorseyEatYou. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.